it's Adrian over at BHA here. I've told you in the past how much I like Blue Iris. You've already seen my tutorial on how to set that up with your cameras and everything, but not everybody wants to spend the money on Blue Iris, so this is going to be my tutorial on my second favorite camera software, which is Zoneminder. It's not necessarily as pretty as Blue Iris, but definitely has as many features, and of course it's open source, which a lot of people also like. So here is my tutorial on how to install Zoneminder on Ubuntu 16.04 server. Let's get started. So there are some prerequisites for installing Zoneminder on Ubuntu. You need Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So that brings me to the reason why I like Ubuntu Server. And during the install, you'll see this menu pop up that asks you if you want to install any additional features. One of those is LAMP, and as you can see here, you select that. That actually, so LAMP installs for Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, LAMP. So you install that, it gets all those prereqs out of the way right at the beginning of the install. Alright, as always, I like to make sure that we get our machine completely up to date, so I'm going to start off this tutorial with running updates on my machine. I'll go ahead and fast forward through all that so that you don't have to sit there and wait for it all to finish. So now we are done with all of our updates, so let's move on to a couple more steps we have to do before we can start installing Zoneminder. So here we are, we're going to do a sudo rm etc mysql my.cnf. We're just going to delete that. We're going to go ahead and copy over the example configuration file. So cp etc mysql mysql.conf.d / mysql.conf. We're going to move that to that same directory of the one we just deleted. So once we do that, now we're going to edit it. So let's do a sudo vi etc mysql my.cnf. I'll put all this stuff in the description, of course, so it'll be easy. We are looking for a section that says, let's see here, SQL MySQL. See if it'll take me down there. Alright, well anyway, it's right down here. Scroll down to the bottom of that section and let's add in one additional line. So we're just gonna move that down. We'll do SQL_mode equals no_engine_substitution. Escape out of that, we'll save it. Let's go ahead and restart MySQL. Alright, now let's go ahead and install Zoneminder. Sudo apt-get install Zoneminder and php-gd. Hit yes on that, run through the install. I'll go ahead and fast forward through this so that we're not sitting around waiting for this to finish. Alright, so Zoneminder finished its install. Now we're going to run through some MySQL setup stuff. So let's do a mysql uroot -p caret, and then let's see, user share Zoneminder db zm_create And then let's see, mysql uroot -p-e, and then we're going to grant all zm.star to zmuser at localhost identified by zmpass. Close that out. Again, I'll put all this stuff in the description. Let's do a mysqladmin -uroot -p reload. Now we need to do a sudo chmod 740 etc Let's go ahead and change the ownership as well. So sudo shown root :www-data zm.conf. And we're going to add a user. So let's add user www-data and video. Oh, I gotta make sure you use make sure you use sudo for that. All right, it's done. Here's some additional commands we have to do. Sudo a2 enmod cgi. Sudo a2 enconf zoneminder. And sudo a2 enmod rewrite. And sudo shown -r www-data www-data user share zoneminder. Just make sure everybody's got the right ownership. Now let's edit the Apache config file. So sudo vi etc apache conf-available. Need to make a couple of changes here. We're going to add a minus in front of the indexes and a plus in front of the follow symlinks. And we also need to add another directory listing here. So user share zoneminder www API. Let's say allow overrides all. Close that out. 3. Alright, let's go ahead and enable our ZoneMinder software in the systemctl. So sudo systemctl enable ZoneMinder. Go ahead and start ZoneMinder. Alright, so we're going to edit the php ini file. Looking for date. We're going to update the time zone. Make sure you take that semicolon out of the front, otherwise it really doesn't do anything for you. Change that to whatever your time zone is. Mine falls under Chicago. Save it. Now we're going to do a sudo systemctl restart Apache. Yep. Alright, so that pretty much has the end of the tutorial. Let's pull up Zoneminder so we can kind of see what that looks like. We have everything running, so we're going to go ahead and go to the IP address of your Zoneminder server. So I think mine's like 254. And then the directory is going to be /zm, and look, there it is. Zoneminder is up and running. Obviously, I don't have any cameras on there yet. This is a clean install. I'm not going to show you how to add any cameras in this particular tutorial. I got another one coming that will show you how to add, of course, my favorite junky Zmodo cameras that I have. I'll do a tutorial on how to get those added into Zoneminder. This is the tutorial, so not too hard to do. Like I said, I use it on Ubuntu Server as opposed to just regular Ubuntu desktop. It's a little bit smoother for me. If you run into any issues, hit me up in the comments. If you like the tutorial, please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos, and I still got plenty more coming. If you are looking for a particular tutorial that you can't find, let me know. I can get something put together for you. Otherwise, I'll see you guys around. Thanks.